to hear a voice that says, I'll be.
It's that time to say good morning to you, Grenada, Carrier, Cupidi, Martinique, the rest of the Eastern Caribbean, the rest of the world. Welcome to Good Morning Grenada for today. It's Wednesday. It is the 12th day of November. It's midweek. To me, it's only yesterday I was saying that it's midweek, and here we are again. We're aging, folks. Yeah, we are. Nice. Good morning, good morning, good morning to you wherever you are, whatever you're doing. It is indeed a good day to have a good day in a good way. Gratitude is always a must, yeah. It's good to be alive. Jelly and McIntyre, good morning to you. Lauren Salim, good morning to you. And the wonderful folks inside of Hermitage in St. Patrick. Mildred Smith is with us. Mary E. Banks is here. Yoland Swan is with us. Monica Miros Williams. Joan Brathwaite Batson, Yulin Alexander. Oh my goodness, the whole beehive is here. Yeah, only honey. Good morning. Thanking God for life as always. And, it's so important that we be thankful and grateful. Jennifer Colimo, good morning to you, my dear friend. How are you doing this morning? I hope that all is well with you and the family. Destined to win overcomer says, good morning. Have a wonderful and productive day. Sherry-Ann Nichols, good morning, my dear. How are you doing? Hope you're doing fine. Yep, I hope you're doing fine. I didn't see my reverence and my stuff this morning. Okay, but there's always, and this one says, let's get to it. It's important that we start a program in that way. And when he comes, he will prove to the people of the world that they are wrong about sin and about what is right about God's judgment. They are wrong about sin because they do not believe in me. They are wrong about what is right because I am going to the Father and you will not see me anymore. And they are wrong about judgment because the ruler of this world has already been judged. That's John 16 verse 8 to 11. Lord, oh God, we thank you that throughout our lives you continually renew your spirit in us. We thank you that your spirit enables us to understand Jesus Christ and to follow him in all our days on earth. Bless us and let the revelation of your spirit come to the world, to the people of all nations, a new outpouring of the Holy Spirit in each heart. But there must still be punishment for sin. For the sake of justice, the world has to suffer punishment through judgment. For you, Almighty God, our Lord, and not even Satan, the prince of the world, can act against your will. You will carry out your will through the Holy Spirit. Our task is simply to follow Jesus all our days. This shall be your joy, this priceless gift of following the Lord Jesus. Praise to your name that we have him and his witness in the gospel every day. Praise to your name that every day, even through great distress, we can joyfully follow him in the strength of the Holy Spirit. Amen. And I'm hearing Tonton saying amen to good morning, Tonton. How are you doing? Yeah. So Lauren, you're good, right? I hope everybody in Hermitage is, how is Bevin and everybody? The Masons, good morning to, Lord, I'm forgetting all the name, the Masons, but Jeff and everybody, good morning. Yeah. So good to be alive. So good. I'm so thankful. Caraco and Pretty Martinique, good morning. Good morning, Reverend Samuel Caesar. Yeah, hope you're doing fine. You and the folks in East Flatbush, New York. It is indeed a good day to have a good day because he never failed. He's never failed me yet. Even when it appears that way, he's saying, I'm with you, man. Yeah. Have you ever been in a situation where, there's absolutely nothing you can do and you just say, you know what, let me just let this go. And it has a way of resolving itself, you know what I'm saying? That's the hand of the Creator, man. Yeah. Where our strength ends, that's where His starts. You understand what I'm saying? So India's earlier, let him, you know what I'm saying? Trinidad and Tobago, good morning, good morning. The Eastern Caribbean, Barbados, good morning, Guyana, St. Vincent and the Grenadines, Belize, St. Lucia, Dominica. Yeah, good morning to the world, man. We send you spice and love. Sunshine. Yeah, beautiful people. Good morning to Miss Street and the team at the ECCB sub office in St. George's. The folks at GIDC Solid Waste Management Authority. Good morning, Myrna, Julian, and the team. The word of the day today, that word is ambiguous. 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 And what it means open to more than one interpretation. Ambiguous. Sometimes some people's actions are very ambiguous. You can interpret it so many different ways. Ambiguous. 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 Open to more than one interpretation. Here's how we can use that word in a sentence. The message was ambiguous, leading to confusion. Yes. Ambiguity can be confusing. Eggies, good morning, you and Chief and Cruz and Judge. Yeah. Curtis Pecker, that guy. Ellen Levi, good morning. All the Alphos guys. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Never ever failed me yet. Ambiguous, remember that, right? Michelle Daniel, good morning. The motivational tip of the day is up next. Nadisha, good morning. I find Nadisha left us out, boy. She ain't touching base. She ain't, what's going on with you, girl? Hey, what happened? Good morning. Good morning to Holmesy and the team inside of Cafe. Yeah, Abigail, good morning. Papa Jerry, Louie and the team. The Sandersons, Debbie, my brethren, what's up to you and the family, man? Hope everybody's fine. Mama Can, good morning to you. Hope you all are doing fine. Munich, how is Petlin doing? How are the Maxwins doing inside of Munich this morning? Hope you all doing fine. Yeah, 20 minutes on to 7. That is the time. The motivational tip of the day is up next. Turn setbacks into comebacks. Yeah. Don't let setbacks defeat you. Use them as fuel to propel yourself even further. Don't let setbacks defeat you. Use them as fuel to propel yourself even further. Yeah, you're like the elastic in a band. You know what I'm saying, man? Setback is a setup for something better. Good morning, Pastor Laurie and the First Family. Sister Nadika, good morning to you and the children. I wouldn't endeavor to call their names because I can't remember the little boy, not the little boy, the young man and the young lady. Zadin and Zada. Well, you know, let me not try. Good morning. The entire congregation, good morning to you. Hope you all are doing fine. What's buzzing this morning? Well, Grenadian students from who were brought home from Jamaica prior to the passage of Hurricane Melissa, well, they are getting ready to return after the passage of the hurricane. Yep. Vision Health International offers free eye care at the General Hospital. In the region, Hurricane Melissa death toll rises to 45 in Jamaica, and some 13 or so are missing. We still have communities who are blocked out of, the population. Supplies are being delivered to them via helicopter. I know that the region is really working assiduously to get them back up and running. We've got a team, some gentlemen from Grenada came together with other servicemen talking from Grenlec, the Carilec team. They're there assisting in restoration of power. 60% of electricity has already been restored. Internationally, UK unemployment rises to 5%. And in sports, GFA launches Player ID initiative for boys born in 2012 and 2013. Those are the buzzing stories. We'll have so much more coming up in the AM edition. Okay. Some folks have the luxurious lifestyle of laying in their beds and watch me, you know what I'm saying? Where I have to get up 3 o'clock and come to make everybody happy, leave the comfort of my chair or my bed, and you know what I'm saying? That's fine. I live for this. Good morning, Janelle Deek and the entire family, the entire GBN family. Good morning. Alstead John and the folks in Moya and Pearls. Auntie Alma, good morning. Tamika Felix, schoolgirl, good morning to you and the folks in Barrett and Belle Plaine. Fimba and the guys at Little Japan, good morning, bro. What's up? Brenty. Yeah, I find Brenty losing weight, boy. Folks, those are the buzzing stories. Stay with us, the AM edition of News, Sports and the Weather. They're up right after these messages. Don't you go anywhere.
Are you looking for a reliable, affordable, and customer-friendly pharmacy? Look no further than Hills and Valley Pharmacy, the nation's leading healthcare products and services provider. We are committed to serving you at convenient locations. Find an extensive and affordable selection of prescription and over-the-counter drugs and medical supplies at Church Street, Hillsborough, Carriacou, Jubilee Street, Grenville, St. Andrew, near the bus terminal, and Halifax and Grenville Street, St. George. Our committed team is always available to offer valuable assistance for managing your health and wellness. Discover the additional benefits of our wholesale distribution on Halifax Street and our Medcare Center on Grenville Street, where we provide in-house physiotherapy, massage therapy, doctor consultations, and eye care services. Our commitment is to satisfy all your healthcare needs, including competitive prices, loyalty rewards, and special discounts for seniors. Contact us at 435-6904 and WhatsApp 535-4734. Choose Hills and Valley Pharmacy. Remember, your health is our business.
James.
Yes, ma.
You didn't know Co-op Bank doing e-banking, no?
Yes, but they're doing that for quite a while.
Boy, and the thing could do plenty.
I know.
Let me tell you, I stay right here in the house, I go up on the phone and I pay all my bill. And watch, I check in my accounts on them 24/7. Monday to Monday. But watch, when you hear your mother speaking, have some manners and wait. And as I was saying, the thing good, you could send and receive money.
You sure?
But yes, the thing.
Well, send some money, let me see.
Yeah, steady and wait. Right there it was the.
Miss Cindy is up to the time with Co-op Bank's e-banking platform. Click, tap, done. Banking just got easier.
Welcome home.
This is the GBN Morning News for today, Wednesday, the 12th day of November 2025. Coming up in the news, Grenadian students in Jamaica to return after Hurricane Melissa. Vision Health International offers free eye care at the General Hospital. In the region, Hurricane Melissa's death toll in Jamaica rises to 45. Internationally, UK unemployment rises to 5%. And in sports, GFA launches Player ID initiative for boys born 2012 to 2013. We've got the details to these and more right after these messages.
Get ready, Grenada. The Grenadian General Insurance Half Marathon and 10K Road Race is on. Sunday, November 16th. The Half Marathon kicks off at Corinth Junction, St. David's, and the 10K from Wyman's House, Woodlands, with both culminating at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Monetary prizes await the top 10 finishers in the Half Marathon and the top 5 in the 10K, the oldest finisher, and even the school, club, or organization with the most participants. Transportation will be provided. The 10K race is open to all under 15 years. Join us as Grenadian General Insurance celebrates 35 years, protecting what matters and powering our champions.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
This is the GBN Morning News for today. No, I need to say welcome back, and with the news in detail, I am Gordon Joseph. Just a brief glitch. Nonetheless, Grenadian students studying in Jamaica will soon return to resume their studies following their precautionary reparation ahead of Hurricane Melissa. The Grenada government, through the Ministry of Education and the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Trade and Export Development, is actively coordinating with Jamaican institutions to confirm campus readiness and safe conditions for the students' return. Once confirmed, travel arrangements will be facilitated. Affected students are asked to contact the Human Resource Development Division at the Ministry of Education to update their information and receive guidance. Garbage buildup in Mount Rush and River Road has prompted the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority, the GSWMA, to call on residents to follow proper waste disposal practices. At a recent community meeting, the GSWMA addressed frustrations over irregular collection schedules and unsightly waste buildup. Communications Assistant Nikolai Boyk says many challenges stem from improper use of communal bins and disposal of bulky items. He added that uncovered barrels filled with rainwater make it difficult for sanitation workers to safely collect waste materials. We have more in this report.
Most of the bins, they're what we're familiar with, the blue barrels, and many of us, what we do is that we just put these barrels out without thought of how the sanitation worker is going to take care of it. Most of the time rain falls. Right now we're in the rainy season, and these containers, they're filled with water, right? And the sanitation worker, from time to time, they have to lift these heavy barrels. Also, the barrels are oftentimes uncovered. Right? They also do not have any handles for sanitation teams. So this poses a challenge for our sanitation teams at the Mount Rush area. It's also a community eyesore. There's lots and lots of garbage there accumulating over time. Obviously, no one likes to see garbage in their community. It causes disruption. It causes angered residents. They call us from time to time, complaining of the constant eyesore due to the amount of waste being disposed of at the location.
Boyk added that similar issues exist in River Road, particularly around the post office area, where outsiders frequently leave garbage.
One of the major challenges that we have at River Road, and I'm sure that you see it every day, it's normally, especially by the post office, lots and lots of garbage. And I don't think that the residents of River Road are responsible for that. What we have happening is the facilities are being used by outsiders, right? So lots of non-residents, lots of commercial houses, they're passing by and they throw their garbage right in that location by the post office.
Vision Health International has returned to Grenada to provide free eye care services at the General Hospital. The visiting medical team began examining patients on Monday at the hospital's eye clinic. Through to Friday, they will conduct surgeries focusing on cataracts and glaucoma. Services offered include comprehensive eye examinations, screenings for common eye conditions, and consultations with experienced eye specialists. The initiative is part of Vision Health International's ongoing partnership to support local healthcare and improve access to essential vision services. And finally, Grenada is assisting Jamaica in restoring electricity after Hurricane Melissa. The Caribbean Electric Utilities Services Corporation, CARELEC, activated its Disaster Assistance Program, CDAP, which coordinates regional support to quickly restore electricity to islands affected by disasters. Under CDAP, line workers, equipment, and materials were deployed from 17 regional utilities, including Grenada Electricity Services Limited and 2 private contractors. Hurricane Melissa, a Category 5 hurricane, left over 70% of Jamaica's customers without power. As of 10th November, 60% of customers and key health, telecom, and water facilities have been restored. CARELEC Executive Director Dr. Cletus Burton said the program relies on regional collaboration to quickly restore electricity and rebuild damaged infrastructure. That ends the local segment of news. Stay with us. The regional and international developments, along with the sports and the weather, they're straight ahead. Turning our attention now to the region. The confirmed death toll from Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica has risen to 45, with 15 others reported missing, authorities said. Officials are still trying to reach 2 towns cut off since the Category 5 hurricane made landfall on October 20th. Helicopters are delivering food and basic supplies to those communities. The hurricane displaced 30,000 households, with 1,100 people still in 88 emergency shelters. Nearly 36 roadways remain blocked as crews work to clear debris. Half of mobile customers have now have service. More than 70% of customers have water, and over 60% of electricity has been restored, including power to Montego Bay's International Airport. Hugh Grant, CEO of Jamaica's power company, described the progress as a solid milestone given the scale of destruction. At COP30 in Belém, Brazil, small island states warned that the 1.5 degrees Celsius Paris target is at risk. Uname Gordon of Jamaica highlighted Hurricane Melissa's devastation, which killed dozens and caused damage equal to nearly a third of the country's GDP. People are hurting. This is about survival, she said. Delegates, including the Alliance of Small Island States and the Least Developed Countries Group, called for urgent emission cuts and financial support for vulnerable nations. Current plans project only a 12% reduction by 2035, far short of the 60% needed. COP30 aims to implement the Baku to Belém roadmap to mobilize $1.3 trillion annually to ensure accountability, finance, and action for climate vulnerable countries. Now, looking further afield, the rate of UK unemployment has risen to 5% in the 3 months leading to the September, showing signs the job markets have weakened, according to new official figures. Local Government Minister Alison McGovern, following the announcement, had this to say to Good Morning Britain. We have more in this.
We had a lot of global turbulence, as you know. I think that I am particularly worried about young people and some of the consequences post-pandemic of the situations they face. If you look at the rates of ill health, particularly mental ill health that we're seeing in younger people, I don't think that's right. And my biggest worry with unemployment specifically is where we've got young people who are leaving school or college and who are not going straight into a job. And that's why the right response to that is the youth guarantee that we've set out, and to continue with our work to make sure that people are healthier and that we change the social security system so it supports people into work and doesn't throw people on the scrap heap. You know, we had this big problem in the post-pandemic of economic inactivity where people are not even looking for a job. That has stabilised, but we need to make sure that young people in particular are guaranteed a job, and that we make sure that nobody starts their working life on the scrap heap.
And finally, the U.S. Senate has passed a funding bill that could end the longest government shutdown in history. We followed this report from ABC News.
Democrats and Republicans are certainly hoping that the government reopens by the end of the week. If everything does move forward as planned, the House would be voting on this bill by Wednesday, and then it heads over to the president's desk for his signature. But the impacts of the shutdown, Lindsay, that can last a little bit longer, especially when we're talking about air travel. It could be another week or so before that gets back to normal. And we know so many Americans out there have been feeling the real world impacts of this shutdown. Furloughed workers, those who have been showing up, working without pay, including TSA workers, air traffic controllers, even the police officers here guarding the Capitol have been working without pay as well. Contractors, they're not getting back pay either. And so many of those families, you know, Jay O'Brien and I have both been talking to so many families who have been on these SNAP benefits, relying on this federal food assistance. They were caught in limbo as well. And so many people still dealing with the real world impacts of this shutdown.
And that concludes the regional and international developments. Stay with us. The sporting highlights are straight ahead. Good morning, sporting fans. The Grenada Football Association is launching a nationwide player identification initiative as part of its talent development scheme. The program aims to scout and develop the most promising male youth players from Grenada, Carriacou, and Petite Martinique, focusing initially on boys born in 2012 and 2013. The evaluation phase will identify emerging talent and provide structured pathways for participants to join the GFA's talent development scheme. Successful players will progress to youth national teams and gain opportunities for educational scholarships and professional football careers. Meanwhile, the quarterfinal fixture for the National Primary Schools Football Tournament have been announced, with matches set to kick off Thursday, November 13th across Grenada and Carriacou. The matchups are as follows: Our Lady of the Rosary, Carriacou versus St. Peter's Roman Catholic. That match will be played at the Lauriston Mini Stadium starting at 1 p.m. South St. George Government comes up against St. David's RC at Springs Playing Field starting at 11 a.m. And St. Andrew's Anglican goes up against the Bonnet Government School at Progress Park starting 11 a.m. St. Patrick's Anglican automatically advanced to the semi-final and will face the winner of the Our Lady of the Rosary versus the St. Peter's RC match. And that's all the sports as we wait on that final decider. Well, not so much of a decider. It can either go favorably for West Indies so that they can equalize the series because they lost one match, and New Zealand, they're now leading 2-1. So West Indies have to really play the game to draw the series, you understand? And that's what we're hoping for. I will give you a more comprehensive report on that. Nonetheless, that's the sports we've got at this time. Stay with us. The weather forecast is straight ahead.
This year, make colorful Christmas memories with Berger. Get 30% off select 1 and 5 gallon purchases. Each purchase over $300 gives you a chance to win one of 3 cash prizes every month. October $2,000, November $3,000, December $5,000. Drop your entries in the specially marked boxes in store and enter as many times as you like. Promotion ends December 20th. Berger Paints for lasting beauty and protection.
Latest weather forecast. We join forecaster Eugene Wint at the Met office at the MBIA. Good morning, Eugene.
Good morning to you, Innocent, and good morning to listeners also. Here's the weather for today, Wednesday, the 12th of November. Currently at Point Sleep, experiencing fair conditions. Winds from the east at 6 miles per hour. Barometric pressure is 1014.5 millibars, which is above normal and rising. The present temperature is 27.4 degrees Celsius. The relative humidity is 76%. Yesterday's maximum temperature record was 31.6 degrees Celsius, and the minimum temperature last night was 24.9 degrees Celsius. Over the past 24 hours, there was 17.8 millimeters of rainfall recorded at Point Saline, which brings November's total to 32.3 millimeters. Now let's go to the public forecast available for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Spiti Martinique. The weather is expected to be mostly fair and windy, with light to moderate isolated showers during partly cloudy spells. Today's maximum temperature is supposed to have 32 degrees Celsius, with winds coming from the east-northeast to east-southeast at 15 to 25 miles per hour. Seas are expected to be moderate, with waves 5 to 7 feet in open waters, and therefore small craft advisory remains in effect. Tides are currently rising to high this morning at 9:30, then fall to low at 2:30 this afternoon. Sunset this evening is at 21 minutes to 6, and tomorrow's sunrise is at 3 minutes past 6. Just to recap, it's a public forecast valid for today and tonight for Grenada, Carriacou, and Spiti Martinique. The weather is expected to be mostly fair and windy, with light to moderate isolated showers during partly cloudy spells. One with service at Maurice Bishop International Airport, this is Eugene.
Thank you very much, Eugene. Have yourself a wonderful day now. Folks, the weather forecast came to you with the kind compliments of Rennick & Thompson Company Limited.
Greater convenience, smarter control. That's the power of myaccount.grenlec.com.
Pay your electricity bill online.
Submit service requests. View your billing history. And with e-billing, going paperless has never been simpler.
Sign up at myaccount.grenlec.com for access anytime, anywhere.
It's 5 minutes after 7 o'clock. To end the news, a recap of the headlines. Grenadian students to return to Jamaica after the passage of Hurricane Melissa. Vision Health International offers free eye care at the General Hospital. In the region, Hurricane Melissa death toll rises to 45 in Jamaica. Internationally, UK unemployment rises to 5%. And in sports, GFA launches Player ID initiative for boys born 2012 to 2013. Now, that has been the morning edition of news for today, the 12th day of November 2025. On behalf of the entire news department, I'm Gordon Joseph, thanking you for viewing and listening, wishing you a productive day, and extending that invitation to you to stick and stay with the network, because we are with you anywhere and everywhere. To all listeners on Hot 98 FM, we say goodbye for now. Have a good day, everybody. Love you.
mobility, a common theme woven into the very fabric of human history. From ancient wanderers to modern explorers, our instinct to move, to seek something greater, and to grow has always driven us forward. Imagine a journey into pathways of boundless opportunities and endless possibilities. A collective future where the vibrant rhythms of the Caribbean, rich culture, and welcoming community create unforgettable experiences. Beyond citizenship by investment, we believe in our collective investment of time, resources, and energy that fosters innovation, creates jobs, and enriches lives, driving the growth of an entire nation. The Investment Migration Agency Grenada boasts over a decade of exceptional service and remains committed to guiding you toward global mobility and economic freedom through investment. Your journey becomes our shared story of progress and prosperity. This is an invitation to be part of something greater, something enduring. Begin your journey at imagrenada.gd. IMA Grenada. Unlock the possibilities.
Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before. New home, fresh start, make moves and play it smart. Expand, invest or renew. ACB's right there with you. With ACB Home Advantage Mortgages, you get up to 100% financing, reduced fees, and a $100,000 unsecured credit card. Claim your keys, open the door to more than you imagined before with ACB.
Terms and conditions apply.
Songs of Hope and Glory, a diocesan choir festival.
Join us as we celebrate this Jubilee year
with beautiful songs and uplifting performances on November 30th, 4 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. Tickets cost adults $20, children $10. Tickets are available at your local churches and on gotofect.com. Let's come together to celebrate with our choirs and rejoice in the spirit of hope and glory. November 30th, 4 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. See you there.
Welcome to Caracou, small in size, rich in spirit. As you step off the boat, you're greeted by smiling faces and warm island vibes. Your adventure begins here. Need a cozy place to stay? The Mermaid Beach Hotel has been a favorite for years. Waterfront views, clean comfort, and located in the town. In Bogles, the Roundhouse Cottages offers rustic charm with a touch of elegance. A peaceful hideaway surrounded by nature. Prefer something private? Dong Island Villas gives you space, sea breeze, and a home away from home feel. Wake up to the sound of waves and views that stretch for miles. We're ready to welcome you. When are you coming?
Get ready, Grenada. The Grenadian General Insurance Half Marathon and 10K Road Race is on. Sunday, November 16th. The Half Marathon kicks off at Corinth Junction, St. David's, and the 10K from Wyman's House, Woodlands, with both culminating at the Kirani James Athletic Stadium. Monetary prizes await the top 10 finishers in the Half Marathon and the top 5 in the 10K, the oldest finisher, and even the school, club, or organization with the most participants. Transportation will be provided. The 10K race is open to all under 15 years. Join us as Grenadian General Insurance celebrates 35 years, protecting what matters and powering our champions.
At Oasis Pet and Garden, we bring you the best products at the best prices nationwide. Wholesale prices available on selected items. Come take advantage of our amazing in-store discounts. At Oasis Pet and Garden, there is something for everyone. To order and for more information, contact Oasis Pet and Garden today. Or contact us on Facebook or Instagram. Oasis Pet and Garden, a home for farmers.
Well, folks, it's now 12 minutes gone past 7 o'clock. At this time, I'm happy to join Corporal Troy Paul from the Traffic Department of the RGPF for this morning's traffic report. Good morning, Corporal Paul.
Good morning to you and also to your listener this morning. And it's always a pleasure to bring the traffic report this morning. And this morning we experienced a moderate, not to light traffic this morning in most of the areas reporting in all our towns and also all this adjoining road. Traffic most of the area right now is rather light with no obstruction on accidents and so on. So persons can flow freely through any one of the roads in Grenada at the time that's reporting in most of the areas. The accidents for the past 24 hours, we had a total of 10 minor accidents. 10 minor accidents. And looking back for the past few days, we've seen that the accidents continue to remain in that zone. So definitely we are seeing an increasing accidents for the month of November thus far. And it is one that we definitely will have to look into, as I've stated earlier in previous programs, and do what is necessary to ensure that our roads remain safe. We're into the Yuletide season, and the traffic department, the Royal Grenada Police Force, by extension, the traffic department will definitely be enforcing on its. We'll have more men out there as it relates to enforcement, and we'll definitely see more officers on our roads on a daily basis as we climax to the Christmas season. So persons, please be advised that if you see officers out there, please be respectful, as we advise them as well to be respectful to the public, to ensure that we have that cooperation from both drivers, pedestrians as well. And as we head back, we know that again the road as it relates to the Montu Public Road, it is one way this morning from 7 a.m. To 9 p.m. from the Sugar Mill direction. No entry, from the Sugar Mill direction, as it relates to traffic flowing through the northerly direction. And vehicles can flow from the opposite direction, which is from the Monserrate School area, and also from the Manhattan Road. And at the reverse is in the evening time from 3 p.m. The Manhattan and Monserrate School will be no entry, as well as the reverse take place. Persons, we advise that if you have not left home as yet, as we get closer to the 8 o'clock hour, we expect traffic to get a little bit heavier, but based on the volume of traffic we've seen, we don't expect it to be that heavy, but we already seen heavy flow in most of the areas which we normally see, such as the Calavini Public Road, the St. Paul's Public Road, and not that heavy in the family garden time, which we normally would have on a morning. But we still want to encourage persons that you leave home on time so that you can get to your destination safely on time as well. We continue to employ drivers to drive safely along the nation's road. We had some showers last night into this morning, and we just want persons to continue to drive safely along our roads so that we can have that reduction in the accident that we want to see along our nation's road. It is a responsibility of the traffic department to ensure road safety, and we're definitely going to implore on all drivers to do that along the nation's road. And the question we ask every morning, and we're going to ask you this morning, if you're texting while you're driving,
tell me who is driving. If you're texting, then someone else has to be driving. You can be driving and texting at the same time. Corporal Paul, thank you very much for that comprehensive report as always, and we look forward to another engagement tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Folks, that has been the traffic report. We take a quick break. When we come back, we've got Ariza's Money Wise program. Raylene is already here.
College of Education and the Division of Culture proudly present Christmas Harmony 1.0, the inaugural primary school carol singing competition. Join us on Friday, December the 5th at 1 p.m. at the Grenada Trade Center. Magical voices, festive spirit, and exciting competition await. Tickets, adults $10, children $5. Christmas Harmony 1.0. No better place to be. Be there.
Looking to shop online from your favorite stores like Amazon and Shein? With GPC Global, it's never been easier. Get your very own US address and shop from around the world. With GPC Global, you can order the latest trends and must-have items, all delivered straight to Grenada to your closest post office for your pickup. We offer the cheapest rates, and our service is reliable and quick. No more waiting for weeks for your packages. Your satisfaction is guaranteed. Join the Grenada Postal family today and start shopping smarter. Visit us online at www.grenadapostal.com or call us on 437-POST. That's 437-7678. GPC Global, your gateway to the world.
Grenada, Carriacou, and Petit Martinique. This is exciting news for all car lovers and car owners. Get ready for Grenada Auto Fest 2026, a car show with a difference from antique and classic to modern innovations. Saturday, March 14th at the Roy St. John playing field in Tantine. Car owners, this is your chance to show off. Get that machine ready. Get that ride in mint condition. It's full throttle face-off between old school rides, the hot rod, and the supercharged modern customized rides. This is a family affair. Bring the kids, bring the crew, bring the whole yard. It's the Grenada Auto Fest 2026 on Saturday, March 14th. Get ready.
This Christmas, let your season sparkle, twinkle, glitter, shimmer, and glow. At Ariza Credit Union, our special holiday loans are designed to make your Christmas bright. Choose the loan that suits you best. You can sparkle at $20,000, twinkle at $40,000, glitter at $60,000, shimmer at $80,000, or glow at $100,000. Use your Cherry Christmas loan for gifts, travel, family celebrations, or anything that makes your Christmas magical. Whatever your wish, there is a loan to light up your holidays. Apply today, and together we will make it a Cherry Christmas.
Welcome to MoneyWise, your guide to wise financial decisions, made possible by Ariza Credit Union. Welcome to MoneyWise, your guide to wise financial decisions, made possible by Ariza Credit Union. Welcome to MoneyWise, your guide to wise financial decisions, made possible by Ariza Credit Union. Welcome to MoneyWise, your guide to wise financial decisions, made possible by Ariza Credit Union.
It's Ariza's moment, Ariza's MoneyWise, and this morning with me, as always on Wednesdays, is always a wonderful thing when Raylene comes to the studio. Good morning, Ray. How are you?
Good morning, Innocent. You say the nicest things.
Of course, and it comes from the heart.
I believe that.
Yeah,
genuinely, I believe that, and it's exactly how I like it.
Yeah, to the point, and be real.
Yes.
Yeah, as real as they come.
Yeah.
All right. Well, the season is upon on us, and people are all anxious because I don't know if you know that you have a very strong British accent. So I don't know if you're Grenadian by birth or by parentage or what.
I am not aware of my strong British accent. I do say that I have inflections. I am Grenadian by birth. Very proud of it. I have spent some time in the UK though, and so I suppose that just has rubbed off.
You caught it.
I caught it, yes.
Lovely. And Grenadians look, many Grenadians look forward to Christmas. And we've been teaching them and helping them how to plan and how to budget and how to not let January have many months for them and so forth.
January with many months. Okay, I know of a long month. I didn't realize there were several months folded into one.
That guy had me off the hook the last time. It was like about the 7th of January, a couple of years back. I said, Lord, how many more months are there in January? So, and it's because of poor shopping and planning, poor shopping habits and so forth. What we also noticed is that people have they've modernized. People now shop online, although there's different interpretations for it. People go on other people's lines when they hang their clothes and steal, and they say they shopped online.
I've not heard of that one. I have not heard of that one either. But okay.
So we want to protect our members of our audience from the scams and so forth that will not may but will take place. That's like the hunting season for the scammers.
Yes, the predators are out.
So what are some of the common scams that pop up during the holidays?
Well, thank you so much, Innocent. Hello, GBN Land. As always, a pleasure. And this particular subject matter is so important because, as you say, it is now the way of the world. That's where we're going. Everybody's into the convenience and what is easier, and it is a nice thing to not to have to traipse around the shops, possibly have it delivered, right there to your doorstep.
I call that laziness.
Remember, nature abhors a vacuum. So I think what we do is we make space and then we fill it up with something else, right? So we would prefer not to have to deal with the long lines at the supermarket or at the boutique or at the shoe store. So we order it.
There goes our socialization. That's where my grandmother lived for Saturday mornings to go to the
market.
Yeah, because that's where she gets to know what's happening in other parts of the world.
Yes, and women tend to do that. We use all those chores, I would call it. What used to be our chores. So I think back in the day for my grandma, it would have been the river, like washing or something like that. So that's how we catch up on community. But as you just said, it's changing. We're becoming more technologically savvy. There's technology involved in everything, and that includes shopping. So you're absolutely right about the scams that pop up during the holidays. And as advanced as we are with the technology, there are also people whose job it is, or who make it their job to find the loopholes in the technology. So they're out there and we must be aware of them. So you have fake online stores, you have phishing emails. I know CSET puts out a lot of information about that, when people are pretending to be from other people. There's social media ads, we love our social media, offering discounts on popular items. There might also be charity scams, right? So people saying they're raising funds for X, Y, Z, but those organizations or those donations or those circumstances which bleed your heart don't actually exist.
Fictitious.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Properly in fairy tale land. Yes. So you have to be mindful, like when you see those instances, when you're tempted by the nice discounts, by the sob story, as I would call them, that you think you must give for this particular cause, restrain yourself a little bit, do due diligence, but those are the kinds of things that you would be common around this time.
Okay. And it's amazing that you said that, because Christmas is that time when people look for the deals.
Yes.
So how does someone identify when this is too good a deal to be true? How do you identify that?
Well, I think there are a few things, and you're absolutely right about the deals, because at Christmas we want to give a little bit more, so we need the money to go a little bit further. We need to stretch that dollar somewhat. So the person who you would not ordinarily include during the year, at Christmas you want to make it a little special. So sometimes it's not even anything pricey, but the point is it's still a hit to your pocket. So we're looking for prices that are far below the average. So if a new phone is half the price, check it out. Do again, like I said, due diligence around this time.
It might just be a phone shell.
Exactly. Until you can see it, until you have it in hand, you don't know. And again, this is, for the online thing, because there is no store. You're not walking into a store, picking up something and taking it to the cashier and paying for it. It is all a virtual, so you can be anything online. So those really amazing deals, be sure to be cautious. Website design, any company or organization interested in reputation and credibility will again make sure that they look a particular way, even online. So look for the design errors and the spelling mistakes. If it looks like it's been thrown together hurriedly, it probably has been, and that might be an indication. It's not, there is something as human error. People make mistakes, but there's like I say, a reputable organization or someone wanting to truly build their brand will pay attention to that final finish, even online, right? The return policy. If there is no return policy, there is no contact information. If you have a problem, what is your resource? How do you circle back and say, you need to help me because now you're out of pocket and you have a defunct or probably a product that you, as you say, it might be a phone case instead of a phone. So what do you do there, right? So again, request for payments. I know I've had an experience where someone tried to get me to transfer money, and of course with urgency. So there's a certain tone to the engagement that would happen from the person online. Like you might make the initial contact online, and then they might move it off to not in person, but you might have a message, for example, on your phone. WhatsApp is a real thing. So we're still in virtual world, and they will ask you to do certain things with a certain urgency, and it will sound legit. Do not be rushed. Question the transfer payments. Make sure if you transfer again, what is your recourse and why should you transfer prior to? Like you need some kind of commitment, an obligation on the other side that, again, you're covered in case something goes wrong. So, in essence, trust from shop from trusted websites, right? And as much as possible, use official pages.
Okay. Now, because of the advanced technology nowadays, people hardly walk around with cash.
Yes.
You understand? People use the cards.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what are some of the benefits that can be derived from using your debit or credit card?
Yes.
And maybe while at that, no, maybe we'll leave that for another program. I wouldn't put you too much on the spot.
Ooh.
But what are some of the benefits that can be derived from using your credit or debit card online for shopping?
Both have benefits, actually, debits and credit cards. With credit cards, you actually have protection, fraud protection. So if someone steals your details, because again, there are those scammers around, whether you swipe your card or I believe there's something they can stand next to you if you're at the ATM, lift it off, that kind of thing. We're not trying to scare anyone here. We're just saying, you have to take precaution because as fast as the technology advances, it advances for the loopholes as well. So there is fraud protection if your details are stolen and you can dispute the charges. However, with debit cards, it means that you're only spending money that you actually have in your account. So it avoids debts. So you know, for example, with our Ariza debit card, you know that you have $100 on your account. You can transfer it straight away from your savings account to your transaction account. So it doesn't have to stay in your transaction account. It's actually a safety feature as well. And literally moments before you go to the cashier, you can transfer the amount of money that you need and spend that straight away. So you're always aware. In other words, you're budgeting on the go. You know what you're supposed to spend, and that is all you're going to spend. But as we said, with the credit cards, if you have one, it allows you to, if you are the unfortunate victim of a scam, then you can present a case, and more than likely you will get your funds back if it is investigated and you have found to be in fact a victim.
So there's more safety with the credit cards than your debit card?
Well, I would say safety is built into both. What we do at Ariza is we advise our members to keep the money on the savings account and only transfer to the transaction account as needed.
Okay. Now, how can impulse buying, and let me tell you something. I am a cologne freak.
Ooh.
All right.
You like smelling nice?
Yeah, well, sometimes.
Hopefully all the time. I mean, you have mentioned often on the program about the time you spend with your pigs.
Yeah.
So I hope this is not for the pigs.
And well, I would go by, Miss Mark in Duty Free Caribbean, and when she presents the fragrances, I'm like, okay, I need to leave.
Right.
Because impulse buying will creep in.
Yes.
Now, how can impulse buying derail your financial plans?
Oh gosh, I mean, this is a really tough one for most people, to be honest, because sometimes you think you go in there and if you have a really good sales representative, they're quite persuasive, because it's the season, everybody's rushing this, you don't know if you're going to get it back, you also have it on a deal, like it might be discounted, and you think this is only going to be here for today or it's going to be for the week, will you make it back? You won't get here till next month, and it's the thing you've been wanting for so long. So I think everybody struggles with that a little bit. Sometimes it's not even something for yourself, it's for somebody else that you want to get a gift. But it derails you because if you didn't have a budget, if you didn't plan for it, then when it comes time for the essentials, then you find out that there's a hole, that the thing that you need, that phone bill that you needed to pay, or electricity or water or even food, right? There's just not enough. And I think that regret later on is worse than going without the thing. So I say setting the budget and sticking to it is critical. Also, if you're stressed or tired, avoid shopping. Avoid shopping because you're going to make a decision that you will regret later. Because when that level of frustration creeps in and you just want to do
something.
You want to get it done because you're kind of thinking, well, it's been a long day and I'm not going to have time tomorrow, and give yourself 24 hours, maybe at least.
Not many, just 24.
At least just 24 hours, but you'll be surprised how perhaps a good night's rest, even, or just taking your mind off it, focusing on something else, and then coming back will give you some clarity and a bit of perspective. So, as much as possible, stick to the budget, folks.
That is subsequent to the Christmas season. That is an area that I really want us to push, the importance of budgeting, because from my financial experiences, 99% of the times that you find yourself in financial ruins It's because you didn't budget right.
Yeah.
Budgeting is the pillar, one of the main pillars for financial security.
Absolutely. And I think, like I say, if you start, don't beat yourself up if you don't get it right the first time, right? We didn't all, pop out of mommy and was walking the same day. We had to fall down a few times. So the trick is to just keep going, keep going.
It gets better with time.
Exactly. Yeah. It's practice. It's a discipline.
Yeah. All right. Now, as we do the wrap, now, what would your advice be on comparing prices and reading reviews? How important is that? I hate it. All right. I hate it. I always say I never ever like going to shop, especially with a lady.
Yeah, really.
Man, a lady would go from one supermarket to the next to see if the cheese is 5 cents cheaper here. Oh no, but it's cheaper here. And I'm gonna. I just go and I purchase. I see what I want and I have the money. I don't have that patience and that time to compare. No. But how important is it to compare prices and also to look at the authenticity of the products that you're buying and so for the reviews before you purchase?
Right. There's so many things wrapped up in that question, Innocent, and it's a really good one because I think I've said on this program before in a different capacity that comparison is the thief of joy. And in your case, clearly it steals your joy, especially when you go with a lady. But in a situation like this, I think I'll have to go with the lady. That is absolutely necessary. You can't be penny wise and pound foolish. If you're going to go from St. George's to Grenville to compare prices, I think the money that you're losing in gas, you might as well spend the 5 cents on the more expensive cheese, right? But I think, yes, reviews are critical because you want to get your money's worth. And again, we're talking about not going to the store, but shopping online. So look at what people are saying, particularly if you're not sticking to the official websites or the credible ones that are well known. I think it's necessary to get perspective on what you're buying, who you're buying it from, what other people are saying about the products or services that are being provided, as well as the person you're doing business with as well. And do not be fooled when a site has all 5-star reviews, because that too is possibly an indication of it being fake. So on this one occasion, I would say absolutely do your checks and look for verified buyers, detailed feedback, and avoid those ratings that are only 5-star. Something, they've either cleaned it or something's not quite right. No one is perfect.
This is one where it's too good to be true.
No one's perfect.
I don't know if you remember that. Not so long ago, there was this venture here where you were getting so many cases of beers. But the same beers that the breweries produce.
Right.
But it's cheaper than I say, but that can be right.
Yes.
That ain't making sense.
Yes.
You telling me again a case of beer for $25? I say that ain't making sense. And when you really go behind the scenes and investigate it, it indeed was a scam. So sometimes it's always important to check.
Yes.
Yeah. That's one of the pluses that I give the ladies. They overcautious. Too cautious for my liking.
Too cautious for your liking. Well, like I say, sometimes it's a good thing. I think if you have the product on hand and you can inspect, for example, after a while you kind of know. If you go to one supermarket, you go to the other, or the clothing store. If you're doing the visit, after a while you have an idea where's cheaper, where you probably go for particular products, and then you choose accordingly. But there was a song by a favorite band of mine a long time ago that said, on the telephone line you can be anything or anyone you want to.
Yes.
So online, right? Anyway, online it is not the same. Yes. So please do your due diligence, particularly over the Christmas season, particularly because you may have a bit more than usual going on, particularly because you may be stressed and tired, having long days at work, having to condense things into very small periods. Because you're having to or wanting to do a bit more, just be cautious, because what we want to be sure about is that this season you give yourself the gift of financial peace of mind.
Another very good reason is because you've got to do it right, just because after the 31st of December, there's a thing called the January.
Yes, the January months. The January months. Yeah. I do like that.
So you've got to be careful with all that you do. Really, as always, it's been very informative, but I want to beg of you that we're going to keep the Money Wise program, right, the build up to Christmas.
To Christmas,
along
absolutely.
This line, because let's just entertain a call. Someone just need to verify something. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Innocent.
Welcome to the program.
You see again, I'm away from the telephone. I'm on the telephone there. The gadget. Now let me just ask you this. The lady said you must make a budget. Is a budget that you can a budget be made mental in your mind, or should it be made on paper? And which one is more valuable?
Okay, thank you. Should a budget be made in your mind, or should it must be on paper? And if so, which one is most valuable?
Good morning, caller, and thank you for your question. It's a good one, and I would absolutely insist on committing your budget to paper. You commit it to paper because sometimes, we think of things in our heads and we have good intentions, but on paper it becomes real in black and white. And then we can go back. You see, we can make a budget for a period, and then we can go back and we can say, well, this is what we actually spent here over this time. This is where the gap is. Did we adhere to the budget or not? In our mind, I think we have the propensity to shift the figures if we felt like it. So let's keep ourselves accountable and write it down.
Finance should be with black and white.
I think so.
Yeah, when you want
black, white, red.
Yeah, it has to be legible.
Yes.
Thank you, Raylene.
Most welcome. Most welcome. It's always a pleasure.
Yeah. Folks, that's it for Ariza's Money Wise. Thank you for being with us, and I do hope that you learned something, and it might have shifted your thought patterns in one way or the other to make January an easier month for us all.
I hope so.
Yeah, thank you, Raylene. Folks, that's it for Ariza's Money Wise. We'll be back after these messages with the conversation. Don't you go anywhere.
Suits you best. You can sparkle at $20,000, twinkle at $40,000, glitter at $60,000, shimmer at $80,000, or glow at $100,000. Use your Cherry Christmas loan for gifts, travel, family celebrations, or anything that makes your Christmas magical. Whatever your wish, there is a loan to light up your holidays. Apply today, and together we will make it a Cherry Christmas.
Distributed by Echo Blue Limited. Visit us on the Lansopine Main Road or call 405-4818.
Shop with confidence at Quartz. Get the lowest prices guaranteed. Get appliances, furniture, electronics, and so much more. If you find a lower price on any other products elsewhere, we'll match the price. Plus, we'll give you back 110% of the difference. Shop with confidence only at Quartz. Bringing value home. Special conditions apply.
Served Grenada for decades, we are the #1 and largest electrical supplier.
Hi, welcome to Sunny Electrical. How may I help?
We offer electrical wire and accessories, tools, and appliances for all residential, commercial, and industrial applications, which is what we are known for. And we expanded our products with new innovative ways to modernize your home. New homeowners will be captivated in our lighting showrooms.
Some more pendant lights here. These are very multifunctional because they can work for kitchens, living rooms, bedrooms.
We have a wide selection of lighting, ranging from indoor to outdoor and solar. We are also available for site visit services to assist you with selecting the perfect light for your forever home. We are located at Dusty Highway in Grenada, St. George. Sudden Electrical. Best value, expert advice, quality products. We hope to see you soon.
Because we have a lot of potential and a lot of good singing voices. I think my school will win the competition because we have a lot of talent.
I think we can win this competition because we have a lot of great singers.
I think we can win this competition because we always try our best.
Grenada, get ready! GBN and the Ministry of Education presents Christmas Harmony 1.0. The inaugural primary school choir singing competition, December 5th, 1 p.m.
All right, good morning. Once again, welcome back to the conversation. It's 12, just turned 11 minutes on to 8 o'clock. What's buzzing? What's happening? Give me a call. Let's have a conversation. I am not going to stipulate on a topic this morning. If you think there's something that is worthy of being mentioned here, I give you the opportunity to do just that. You're going to be brief and so forth as always. Someone has this comment here. Let me just look into this. Good morning, Innocent. Someone needs to take their job serious. Once taxpayers' money is involved, imagine two women come and sit down by the roadside by the laundry in Dabo claiming they're Miss the bushing gang. 4 days in a town, not a thing touch. So is that right? Come on. If you're sick in your head and if you're the foreman can touch bush, let people do it. I'm sure they have a lot of people who ask for the bushing work. Okay, the gist of the conversation here is that someone is of the opinion that some people are being paid to do some work and they're not. And that may be the case. So the relevant authorities do need to look into that and make sure that you're getting your money's worth as it relates to your work. The number, once again, 435-2041. Give me a call. What's happening in your neck of the woods? Let's go and say good morning, caller. Caller, good morning. Okay, we seem to have lost that call. 435-2041, that's the number. And don't forget, you can also get us via the WhatsApp platform. Good morning, caller, welcome. Okay, what's happening here now? 435-2041. All right. Don't know what's happening. Give me a call. Let's go to the telephone line. Good morning.
Innocent.
Good morning, caller. Welcome.
You didn't pass
to get the stockings by me. So which means you wouldn't have a Merry Christmas, you're going to have a bleak Christmas.
Christmas is in the mind.
Every day should be Christmas Day with everybody, and give love on Mother's Day and Father's Day.
All right.
Anyway, before I make my substantive quick point, I just also want to remind all you about the people about the rally on the 23rd of November in Telescope Playing Field, NDC rally, and you will contact this is announcement on behalf of Claudette Joseph of the Tongue of St. George. You contact the office, and also Honorable Andy Williams, you also contact the office for transportation arrangements, right, for the rally on the 23rd.
Okay.
In a sense, I want to compliment Nawasa. I was looking at, I know they get a lot of licks, but I was looking at Beyond the Headlines Monday night, and guys, fellas, I'm really impressed with you, especially that Cox guy. Like he had everything. Oh my! I can't express how I felt as I won't say a young man, but he's reasonable age. He was able to answer all the questions. He was calm. He was accurate. He knows what it's all about. And oh my! In relation to the project that's going on in Southern Water Supply expansion project, he was really good. The three of them, the team was really good, but I still give the man in Nawasa Cox. And he not only talk about that, but the infrastructure, the whole water infrastructure of Grenada, and it was really informative. Then again, I call it again on the government to manage these trucks in terms of how the tonnage that you all could give them license import, because to the best of my knowledge, he was saying sometimes you hear people saying, now once I dig up the road and then pave it back. He said sometimes they pave the thing back, but when the truck wheels are passing on the repairs, and that is why I keep on telling the government, you all have to do better than that, because when you hear now once I put up a set of tax or set up things for payment for reconnection, etc., people bawling, but I know I could see why. It comes on the government to manage these trucks in terms of tonnage, because that is what he's saying, that a big wheel pass on them, but those guys, Mr. Cox, the whole infrastructure of the water, and he was even said, if the best of my knowledge, he was saying, yes, there will be improved water supply to the south of the island, but it's not a silver bullet. So we have to be very careful and also be responsible, because the south of the island is where the people is congregated most. So we have to be still responsible. So again, don't forget the rally on the 23rd of November in Telescope Playing Field. Contact Claudette Joseph office in the Tongue of St. George and the Most Honorable Andy Williams office, so that you all could get your transportation, and so transportation will be guaranteed and no one will be left behind. So my fella, bring the stockings.
Thank you very much, caller. All right, 6 minutes on to 8 o'clock. 435-2041. That's the number. Let's go back to the telephone line and say good morning.
Hi, good morning. How are you?
I am alive and thankful. How about you?
I'm good. I wanted to make a request to the drivers of, I must say, the big trucks, so to speak. They are speeding. They are moving too fast on the public road. The roads are densely populated these days with motor vehicles. Plus you have pedestrians, which includes small children, the elderly, people that are physically challenged. I see it as uncivilized, heartless, and careless. The big trucks, they are speeding. They are driving too fast on the nation's roads. Okay? Thanks for listening, bro.
Thank you very much. I do endorse that. Sometimes I wonder, the size of the trucks, the speed they go with, if there's an emergency or a required certain stop, how do they do that? I don't know. Good morning, caller.
President, good morning to you.
Welcome to the program.
Thank you. I think sometime this week or late last week, mention was made of a new party. Who was the leader's name? and there's something else I had to say. But I mean, I find that the GBN should do better than that. New parties on the scene. A lot of people are thinking, yes, we should have a new party. No, we shouldn't. I mean, that is what people are thinking. But we need to know the name of the leader and the kind of thinking that we have our people going into to go forward. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. All right. I do have a caller via the WhatsApp platform. Let's accommodate that. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Hello.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Yes, good morning, Innocent.
Hi, welcome.
Your previous caller, not the gentleman who is there now, but there's a caller who has no respect, who lacks respect, Innocent. She calls, she does not say good morning to you. Innocent, she calls again, she talks about the most honorable Andy Williams, but Claudia Joseph. So Claudia Joseph not honorable too? Come on, Innocent, you as a host, you need to pull her up.
Okay. All right. That's your contribution this morning. Okay, he's gone. Somebody's pissed off, boy. All right, I want to say good morning. All right. Kindly extend condolences to SAS on the passing of a co-worker, Miss Beverly Callis. Who is Beverly Callis? That name rings a bell. I'm trying to figure out who is Beverly Callis. Can someone condolences to the principal, staff and students of the St. Andrews Anglican Secondary School, that's SAS, on the passing of Beverly Callis. Who's Beverly Callis? I'm trying to figure that out. Okay, let's go back to the WhatsApp platform and say good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Hi, welcome to the program.
Okay, this is the third time I'm calling. I'm meant to mention this thing. It's having to do with the Bolio Bridge. Now, the Ministry of Works, the police, they haven't seen any steps taken because persons continue parking on that bridge, bringing unnecessary stress to the structure. I don't think that is the correct thing to do. Yes, a bridge is made to take load, but permanently parking of vehicles there, I don't think that is the correct thing to do. And I would like the Ministry of Works and the Traffic Department to please look into that.
Okay, thank you very much. I want to say good morning to my dear sis out there, Kathy and Adams, and Kenneth and Zuri and Solange all the way in Sunshine State, Florida. Good morning to you all. Hope you all are doing fine. Good morning, caller.
Hey, good morning, Wilson. How is everything?
Alive and thankful. How are you?
Now I was on the air to the point and then on Monday. I was calling and asking something about chlorine. If chlorine is good for water or harmful for mankind. I listen to some people talk about chlorine is cancer or something in any case, And I think they hardly use chlorine outside in water. Most of them are listening to something. But we still listen. So the same chlorine are corrosion all the ions and they make it rusty quick and harmful to the plants when you have to wet your kitchen garden with the water.
Okay.
The chlorine is a problem. So I told them also put 2 pipes in everybody's home. Give them a pipe for the bathroom, which are the bed, and in the kitchen. And otherwise, give them water untreated. So you can use the toilet and your garden outside. A gentleman who was on the agriculture program on Tuesday night too mentioned about you plan to garden when you get rain. And you know water in the barrel and things, you plan to kitchen garden at all, because water definitely hamper any plants when you plant it.
Okay.
So we have to do something with the water now. So we waste a lot of water in Grenada.
Okay.
It's really waste real water. Pipe burst for weeks and months, and then we pay it.
Okay.
All the buildings are building in Grenada, hotels, whatsoever it is, build with water preserved. So how you want water on time come anytime? I will put that thing wrong in the south on day, where to come. You got problems still, Because they're using the water the wrong way. All the buildings are built with preserved water. Toilet do preserve water, all them things with water preserve. So you want water later on time to come out in fire with preserve water.
Okay. All right. Thank you very much, caller. All right. As we do the wrap, Innocent, I remember traveling up Dabo on Monday morning about 9:30 ish. The sun was up and already hot. The road maintenance workers already looked retired. They were just milling around the bus shelter by the laundromat. I encourage those who are responsible. All these workers, allow for these workers to work very early before the sun comes up and to continue in the evening time. All right, folks, we've got to end the program here. Thank you very much for your contributions and participation as always. And we look forward to another engagement come tomorrow if the good Lord spare our lives. That's it for the conversation. We've got to join the BBC. Bye-bye.